This stapler, this one's kind of weird. You push on that, it pushes this down. You got all kinds of stuff going on there. I've never totally figured it out. We're going to kind of skip that one. This phone, toy phone. This is a good one for looking at rack and pinion. Like I said, a rack is usually a flat gear with teeth that point up or stick off the side like this. Kind of hard to see on here, but there's teeth right here that mesh with the teeth right here. So this is a rack. This is a pinion gear. When the kid pulls up on the antenna, what happens? And if you were in class, hopefully you'd tell me, hey, this thing spins. And when that thing spins, what does it do? It not only looks cool, it rings the bell. So we got multiple things happening. Push this up and down, this spins, bell rings. So our input is the antenna, which is what's called linear motion, because you pull it or push it, and that spins this, which is called rotary motion. So, darn it, I clicked. So the movement of the antenna, the linear movement, is changed to rotary motion by the rack and pinion. So you have changed the type of movement. Now, did we change speed and torque? Probably. We don't really know, like I said before, until we count the teeth and do things like that. But so we have changed, we know we changed the type of movement from linear to rotary. What else do we got? Rear view mirrors motors. So these also use a rack and pinion. These are the little tiny motors that are in the side mirrors of your car. And a lot of your parents probably have cars that have power mirrors on the side so you can move the glass for different people driving the car so you can see. And so what happens is these are inside there. This end here, I believe, is fastened to the glass. So you're going to have one at either the bottom or top, and then you're going to have one on one of the two sides. So it'll push it up and down or side to side. So when you push the button in the car, it spins this motor, which spins this little shaft, which is a pinion gear, and it pushes that rack one way or the other and pushes the mirror. So this is opposite of this one. In this case, we changed linear motion to rotary motion. In the case of this, we are changing rotary motion to linear motion. And in actuality, then that makes the mirror oscillate because it goes side to side or up and down. Fishing reel. I'm betting a lot of you fish. Might get a lot more time to fish since you're not in school and our lakes are fine, hopefully warming up. So the fishing reel, crown and pinion, kind of like our mixer, our hand mixer that we had earlier. So we spin this, spins a big crown gear, spins a little tiny pinion gear, which spins this whole part of the reel, and that pulls the line inside it and wraps up the line. So let's think about this. Big input, we know we're changing the direction, right? Because we're cranking this way, this thing's going this way. The crown and pinion, we've already determined, changes our movement by 90 degrees. So it changes our angle by 90 degrees. So what else does it change? We have a big input. We have a small output. What did we say that does? We said that adds speed because you think about your bike, big input, small output, increases speed. So when you think about using a fishing rod, this line comes in way faster. When you watch that lure move, that lure is going a lot faster than you're spinning that crank. That's why. So this has increased speed and it's changed the direction of the movement. Has it changed the type of movement? Well, this is rotary and this is rotary. But if we take it all the way out to what the lure does, the end of the line, that's actually moving linear, right? So in that case, we could say, yeah, it actually changes the type of movement too. Depends sometimes on what you call the actual output. This worm and wheel on the electric mixer, this one's kind of a mess. I've never kind of really figured out what's going on in here. Kind of a hard one to see. The food processor has what's called planetary gears, and these are crazy. They spin like crazy. We got three little gears right here. This big thing is spun outside. Then it spins these three little gears, and this thing spins. It all spins in there. Basically, what it's for is to get a bunch of knives spinning in all different directions to chop up your food. So it's kind of hard to even think about which ones are going to spin which way. And that's all I've got. Hopefully, you watch this, didn't get too bored, because this will help with what we're going to do the next time. Thanks, gang.